Hello and welcome to Passions, the Supernatural Podcast, the podcast where we discuss what we consider to be the best soap opera ever, Passions. Every Sunday at 2 p.m., we are exclusively on YouTube. You heard me. YouTube. We're free. No need to pay for us. We are exclusively free. We appear on YouTube to discuss the late soap opera Passions from the 90s and all of its wonderful, magical, supernatural things about it. You name it, everything about Harmony and its people. Hello there, I'm Joe Velasquez, here again with my lovely co-host, Casey Metcalf. How you doing?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah, pretty wore out, huh?
Yeah, I have my nephew's birthday party to go to today. He's
Mhm.
10 now, so
Happy birthday to them. Everybody wish a happy birthday out to who is it again?
Jackson.
To Jackson, everybody. Happy birthday, Jackson, from Casey and Passion Supernatural Podcast. That's right. So, anyways, as I said before, we are here every Sunday at 2 p.m. Eastern time, that is, 2 p.m. Eastern, so we don't get our times mixed up. And we discuss everything about the late soap opera Passions. You know, we talk about its characters, we talk about its storylines, we talk about its special effects, we talk about you name it, et cetera, et cetera. And even though it has been a while, it has definitely been a while, we do try to get guest appearances to appear on here too. That's right. We've only had two so far. We've only had Don Swaby, who a lot of you may remember as Chad Harris Crane #1, and then we had Danny Woodburn, who you may all remember as the Demon Elf. So far we've had both, and that was 2 weekends in a row, amazingly. One weekend we had one, and then the following weekend we had the other. Quite amazing on them. Since then, we have not been able to get anybody, but you know what? We're not giving up. We are still trying. We're doing everything we can. We're Instagramming. We're looking up
On Facebook and
that's right. We're doing that.
yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
emailing them
we're
too.
emailing, we're doing everything we can. Yes. I mean, Casey here has already had something with Eva Tamargo, who you all may remember as Pilar Lopez Fitzgerald. Hasn't really gotten anywhere, but she's not given up. And me, I have had something with Mackenzie Westmore. You all remember her, Sheridan Crane, Sheridan Lopez Fitzgerald, Sheridan Booth, whatever her last name is. You all remember her. She's Sheridan Crane and all that. You all remember her. And I've also had a little something with Dylan Fergus, who a lot of you may remember as Noah Bennett. Both of them, same thing. We haven't really gotten anywhere yet, but I mean, both Dylan has actually told me that he would indeed be interested in appearing on the show, but he told me to reach out to him in the new year, which we're here now. So that means I should be reaching to him very soon. And Mackenzie, I have reached out to the person that she told me to reach out to. I've reached out to her already. Haven't heard anything yet, but hopefully sometime this year we'll get her. And Casey tells me, I mean, what did you say happened again, Casey? I mean, you heard from her
I
and then you hear.
Yeah, I sent her another message. She still didn't reply back yet. She's seen it, but she never replied back.
An
So
interesting thing of it is I sent her a message too, same thing. She saw it but didn't respond. That's why I said that you were lucky that you got what you did. So just give it some time and then try again. But everybody, we're not giving up. We're still trying. We want to get some guest stars on here. And speaking of guest stars, I will say this now before we begin anything. I tell it to everybody every weekend. If you are just a Passions fan, if you are somebody who just loved Passions back when it was on, loved watching it, saw the majority, if not all, the show, and you would just like to just come and chat with us about what you love about it. We'd love to hear your stories and all that and everything. We'd love to hear your stories of your experience with Passions. So please like and subscribe to our YouTube page and which is Passion Supernatural Podcast. Just look us up, like and subscribe. And if you would like to appear, please leave a comment in the comment section below. I don't know where that is, but you know what I mean, just down below. And
Yeah.
yeah, it's down there in Tabitha's basement. And just leave a comment. Just leave your name and leave a social media that you have, whether you have Facebook or Instagram or Snapchat, Line, WhatsApp, etc. Just leave whatever social media you have. If one of us have it, if one of us have that social media, one of us will reach out to you with all the details. We would love to have you on the show. Just having guest stars on our show, it helps us keep this show going. So for a good long time and everything, for a good while, unfortunately, Casey here, my lovely co-host, she did not get to see what would be the final season of Passions, as it was exclusively DirecTV, and she didn't get to see it. So for a good while now, a good number of months, I've lost track of how long it was before we even started this show. I have basically been trying to kind of keep her up. We've been watching all the episodes on YouTube, and we've actually have come pretty far. We're all the way in April 2008 right now, and we've kind of been using Watching Passions on YouTube to help our podcast go along. We usually talk about, every time we air, we discuss what we have watched recently, and we actually just watched recently about 3 episodes and all that. So basically, to discuss what we've left off on. What has happened so far? Well, Casey, you want to start us off with something?
Well, Ethan and Gran was in bed together, having you know what, was
Mm-hmm.
gonna have you know what. And then little Ethan came in and told Ethan the baby was crying. Baby
Mm-hmm.
Jane.
Yep.
Yeah. And then Gwen was snapping at little Ethan.
When is she not?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, and
Yeah, Gwen's really, she's just, her wicked ways. Um, well, I mean, I'm not going to use the word, but as we discussed last week, Julian's, you know what, down there, manhood, I guess is the proper word to use here. I'm not going to use the word they use, but
yeah,
his manhood chopped off. Eve has had it reattached backwards. Everybody is kind of whoa about that. I mean, Rebecca just went nuts on Eve and everything, or whatever. And I still say that Passions has some very, 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 very crazy storylines. That's what it's known for. But I'm like thinking, this beats the cake. I'm like, whoever came up with this, I mean, it's one thing I thought it was one thing for them to have Vincent end up getting pregnant with his own father's child, but this, I'm like, I don't
yeah,
know whose acid trip this was. I mean, somebody must
yeah,
have had to have a really bad dream in order to come up with this. This is crazier than
yeah.
crazy. I mean, ah,
I
yeah,
can't imagine.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah,
I don't really know. I'm not a doctor. I don't know, but I would usually think that if you get castrated, I thought you are instantly dead. I thought you just bleed to death, and especially
hmm
and there is no way that a doctor could surgically put it on backwards. But again, it's a soap opera. I mean, what do I know? I mean, even if that
Because
stuff isn't real, it happens in the soap world. It's that stuff.
Eve was all drunk.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, she didn't know what she was doing.
And so, and from what I can remember, apparently Pretty is now pregnant. Emphasis on pregnant or whatever.
Hopefully,
Emphasis on
yeah.
that with Luis's child. Um, she's really doing anything she can. I mean, it's kind of what I mean, Sheridan is still at it, but it seems like Pretty is even, going
Mhm.
further than Sheridan. Yeah, and so she's really trying to come between Luis and Fancy really badly and get Luis all to herself. Um,
And
Fancy's not.
she
Hmm?
and Pretty thinks a baby's gonna change that. No, it won't.
No, I just kind of makes you wonder what in the world is she planning to do when it's time to give birth? What is she gonna steal a kid and pass it off as her own, or what is she gonna do?
Probably,
What is she
you
gonna
know
do
how
when it's time? I mean, she can't. Ugh. Uh,
how evil she is. Yeah, that could be possibility. She would do something like
sure.
that.
It seems like this is another 3 episodes that you and I have watched where there's barely been any Tabitha or Kay.
But then she kept on saying that she's going to get aborted.
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, which I'll be honest with you. I mean, in her situation, if she wants to get herself out of trouble, it'd be better to get it aborted. But that way she won't have anything to worry about. But going through with it, it just makes you wonder what is she gonna do. Um, well, from from I guess what happened last week and everything, Roberto, Paloma's ex-boyfriend, um,
yeah.
is back in town, and he is also not really doing the best stuff neither. Now he's the one trying to come between Noah and Paloma. They just sort of assume it seems like ever since the move to DirecTV and Anya Geelan took over the role of Paloma, this couple just can't get a break. They were doing just fine when it was the original Paloma, but again, not her fault. It's the writing. Um,
Yeah.
but I mean, Roberto, he claims that he has accepted that Paloma and Noah are together, but I don't think
No.
so. No. And I mean, he just got himself arrested from being at a club that Noah told him to go to, but and I mean Noah claims that he had no idea it was so bad or whatever. But I mean, um, 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 but I mean, Noah's pretty much acting the way that I would act if my girlfriend, fiance, whatever, if her ex showed up and wanted to. I'm not even really the jealous type. I'm really not. I'm not the jealous type. I've but not to mention the fact that I haven't really I don't think I've ever really dated a woman who was associated with their exes. I don't think I've had one yet.
I
I
did.
I mean, I've been associated with my exes while dating women, but I don't think I've ever dated a girl who's been associated with her ex. So, whether they were just friends or if he was trying to get her back, even though she was with me, that's never been my thing. So, um, like that and all, and but yeah, he's bad news. The demon elf is back into mischief. I mean, again, he's pulling his stunts and everything. Again, he's just like Roberto. He's trying to come between Noah and Paloma. Like I said, he's doing worse now than he did in the beginning.
And then the demon elf changed into a woman, and she came up to Noah and was making out with him.
Mwah. Yep. Yeah, apparently an ex of his, apparently. Um, um, it was interesting that I mean he referenced Maya. I didn't know Maya was dead. I had I again I wasn't watching back in the day, but I've seen a few clips of Noah and Maya, but I never really knew what happened to her. I didn't know she was dead. So that's interesting to find out. Um but I mean it was interesting that he referenced her again after all these years. But yeah, I mean, I'm not the jealous type, but Noah's acting kind of the same way that I think I would act. I can't really say I blame him, especially after what Roberto tried doing as soon as he saw Paloma again. Um, um, hmm, what else? Oh, I guess we should say that. I mean, Teresa as Gertrude, it's really got some tricks up her sleeve, doesn't she?
I mean, she is a good actress. I mean, I love Lindsay Hotley.
Oh, totally. Is love Lindsay, absolutely. It's just again, it's such a real shame that they killed her off and fired her on Days of Our Lives. I mean, oh, it was so good having her reunited with Eric on there and being his lover again and being Galen's sister again. It was such a wonderful pairing. And after all these years and everything, man, I just say they ought to bring her back. They ought to bring her back to life with what they have in Days of Our Lives. They have that drug that can bring people back to life, but a few friends of mine have said that she's been away for so long, nobody would remember her. I sure do. I still
Yeah.
say she was Brady's best girl after all these years. She's still his best. Um, but anyways, yeah, Lindsay Hartley is just fantastic. I wish I knew ways of getting in touch with her.
Me
Um,
too. She's
yeah,
my one of my favorites.
yeah,
Yep.
yeah. She's good. She's really, really just that good. Um, but she's really got some tricks up her sleeve to try and ruin Gwen's time with Ethan. I mean, whether it's spicing up the food or giving them itches and all that, and
Yeah.
donning other disguises or whatever and all that. I mean,
Yep.
and now, and I'm like apparently little Ethan, he knows that it's really her, and they're working together, which is great. I like I said, I knew that he found out. I knew that he would know that Gertrude was Teresa, but I didn't know when or how. I didn't know it happened that quick. I mean, she just walked in the door and he knew it was her. So, I and then they connected. So I didn't know it was that quick.
I don't know how he can recognize who she is,
It's
but
his
no one will.
mom. It's just
Yeah.
it's his mom. That's what kids are good with, I guess.
Yeah.
Yeah. Um, but so let's see. So yeah, she's doing all that and everything, and um um oh man, what else? What else? And again, we only see
Gran and Ethan went to the Blue Note. They
uh-huh.
went out.
Nothing bad happening between them yet, but we'll have to see next episodes.
And
Uh
then Teresa put like like hot sauce or something in the salad or food or something, and the waitress gave it to someone else.
oh,
They hate it.
oops. Yeah, wrong move.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's supposed to be for Gran.
yeah. Um, um, they need to start showing other characters now. It's been a while. I mean, there's another 3 episodes. We've barely seen anything of Tabitha and Kay or,
Alistair.
well, like I said, Alistair, I'm not sure when his next appearance is. He's still there, but he really has had a lot of time off, John Riley, during his time. And so, but he definitely is still on the show. It's not like he's gone or anything. He's still there. It just, I don't know when he next appears. It's gonna be a
Yep.
while, I can imagine. Um, but um, 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 um,
Tabitha, um, Tabitha and Kay will come back on,
yeah, they need more time or whatever. And I mean,
and
especially now,
Miguel.
especially now that Noah and Paloma are back on the wedding and everything. You know, I mean, Kay and Miguel that they need to get together for the double wedding. They should make it, well, Luis has got to propose, but I was gonna say it needs to be a triple wedding. Um, um, yeah, and hmm, yeah. So I mean, unless you can think of something else, Casey girl. I mean, that's been kind of that so far until we watch more episodes.
Yep.
Yeah. Uh, I don't think it's really, I mean, I think I can actually say this without, excuse me, I think I can say this without going too far into spoilers, without giving any spoilers away to you, Casey. I already told you when we were watching that, I mean, I don't think it's any secret to say I told you that when the show gets closer and closer to the end, storylines start to wrap up at like a rapid speed. It really just starts to
Mm.
speed up so fast that it becomes almost like, geez, that was fast or whatever, you know. Well, I'm not going to tell you what happens to Roberto, but his exit from the show, that's one of them. He's written off rather quickly. It just kind of comes out of nowhere. That's what it's just like with, like I told you, Spike's storyline never does get wrapped up. He just remains
Yeah.
out there doing whatever he's doing. Nothing ever becomes of him. Just like that. I mean, we keep on saying, what happened to Spike? Well, Roberto's writing off happens really, really fast. It's not going to be for a bit because he just came on, but when it gets
Mm.
closer to the end of the show, believe me, he's going to be in and out just like that. It's not, you're not even going to know what it would hit you or whatever when he leaves the show. Whatever happens, I'm not going to tell you if he dies or if he just leaves or if he gets arrested. I'm not going to tell you what happens, but when
Well,
it happens really
deport
fast.
back to Mexico.
Yeah, I'm not going to tell you what happens, but he's in and out. His writing is very quickly. He's written out. So because again, that's what happens. That's what happens with this show. When the show was getting closer to the end, its writing just went crazy. It just started speeding right through everything that needed to be wrapped up. It would start getting wrapped up at very, very, very fast speeds and everything, whether it's, you know, whether it's whatever happens to Vincent and Vicky and whatever happens to Roberto, whatever happens to Alistair, whatever happens to etc. Whatever happens to, I don't know whether something else needs a tie up, whether a couple needs to make an amend. It just starts happening very, 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 very fast. I mean, um, it doesn't really towards the end it doesn't get to take its time, and I think that that's mainly because the show knew that it was ending, so it had to hurry up. I'm just glad that it got an ending at all and didn't get a cliffhanger like it almost got on NBC. I was scared for a
Mm.
minute there. I was very nervous with that. I'm glad that it got an ending at least, even if it was canceled. So yeah, I mean there's still a lot more to go through, unfortunately. And I mean, Juanita's still out there. We haven't seen her these last three episodes.
She might be out there killing more people. You never know.
Yeah, yeah, she's gonna be on for a while. She's really, I mean, she's on. I mean, well, I mean, Alistair has been on the show longer, but Juanita outstays her time on the show longer than him. Whatever happens to him, he's gone before she is. So she's still on after he's left the show, Alistair. So yeah. So
Yeah,
yeah.
like I said,
Hmm.
I think them two should hook up,
I don't
do crime together.
I don't know. Well, yeah, that I can see. I don't think Alistair really knows the meaning of a relationship, if you know. I mean, he was, you know, he was married to Catherine, he was married to Teresa. He was he doesn't know the meaning of the word relationship or love or whatever. He'll kill his own flipping family member if it means, with his money and all that stuff. That's all he cares about. He's just pure evil. But so I don't think he and Juanita, despite their things in common with killing, I don't think they would become a couple, but definitely doing their killings together, yes, that I can definitely see. But even if they were to start working together, if anything was to happen to her, he wouldn't care. He doesn't care
Probably
whenever.
not.
He
No.
doesn't care whenever. I mean, heck, he didn't even care when anything happened to Vincent. Yeah, he doesn't care what happens to any of the people that work for him or work with him or whatever, or through him or whatnot. It's like he told Vicky, I mean, a lot of people he admires have tried to kill him. He don't care. He's still, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. But and I don't, like I said, I think that's it so far for what we've watched. There's a lot of stuff that still needs to wrap up and everything. I mean, again, I'm not going to give you any spoilers or whatever, but I'll just say with how scared Pilar is getting about Juanita being out there, she she's actually going to kind of use like I said, I'm not going to tell you exactly how. It's probably just going to raise your curiosity a little bit. But she she's gonna use Kay and Fancy against Miguel and Luis for something because she becomes so afraid of Juanita and everything. It's funny. You're gonna love it. It's so funny of how she uses Fancy and Miguel again, Fancy and Kay against the Lopez Fitzgerald brothers. It's like, oh my God. But I don't know when that
Yeah.
happens, but as the show goes on and everything, I mean, more more people need to find out about Teresa being alive. I mean, little Ethan's the only one that knows, so um
Yep.
yeah,
Someone will know sooner or later that she's alive.
yeah. Um I mean, Ethan has become quite fond of Teresa, but it's like I said before, he becomes fond of everybody. He's just so much of a do-gooder and such a nice guy. He'll get close to any person. He's just that nice. It's like I said to you on the phone the other day, I miss him as Ethan. I love him as Brady on Days of Our Lives, but oh man, completely different. So different.
Yep.
Even now, if you know what I mean, he's still not the nice guy that he was as Ethan. Even now, he may not be getting drunk and getting into fights anymore like he was, a number of years ago, but he's still not Mr. Vanilla Ice Cream anymore. He's got that hair on his face and everything still, and he looks like a little bit, I don't know if um his body just looks a little bit different too. I mean, obviously the girls love to see him with his shirt off and all that stuff, but I mean, I'm not talking about biceps. He's always had biceps, but there's again, I can't really give full details on how Ethan and Brady are just so different in many ways. I mean, I mean, I know this is kind of going into a little bit of a days topic or whatever. We're here about passions, and I know I'm going a little bit into days, but I mean, he um he just had his daughter put away in a hospital or whatever, she's his little girl daughter really isn't. I guess you can kind of say she's going into the villain antagonistic side, just this wee little girl. She's turning into this antagonist or whatever a little bit. So he has her put away in a hospital or whatever, to try and get over some stuff and get better or whatever. And she's trying to get out and all that stuff. So that's something, I can't really envision Ethan ever doing, but um it's like I've said, and it's like Eric Martzoff said, we both said or whatever, that the two characters were uh kind of similar when he very first started out and everything. When he first came on the show, he was going around kind of being Dr. Phil and everything, just going around and asking people like, how you doing, is everything okay? They were kind of similar in the beginning, but Not anymore.
Yeah.
Definitely not. It's like it's kind of like the thing that always got me a very, very big laugh. I've mentioned this a few times here on the show to all you watchers and listeners out there. I've mentioned this a few times. I a lot of times like to say, with Passions and Days of Our Lives, I like to say that there's kind of like parallels and counterparts a little bit. Like this person from Passions is this person on Days and everything because they're both by James E. Riley. They're both by the same creator. James E. Riley
Yeah.
started on Days and then he went on to Passions and then he died shortly after Passions. So they're both by the same guy. Well, I like to a lot of times. I remember when Lindsay was on Days as Ariana. I it always just gets a kick out of me to actually say or whatever that out of all the times, like saying that Luis and Rafe are pretty much the same character, not just the same actor. They are the same character and stuff like that in like so many ways. I think Rafe might be a little bit older than Luis, but they are pretty much the same guy. They're both officers, they're both Mexican, they both have the same kind of big extended family and everything and all that stuff. But back when Lindsay was on the show, it just gave me a kick or whatever that I could actually come right out and say that Eric and Lindsay, they may have been on Days of Our Lives together and they may have played lovers again, but they were not Ethan and Teresa. They were definitely
No.
no, they were not Ethan and Teresa's counterparts. Absolutely not. They were the complete opposites of Ethan and Teresa. They may have been the same actors and they may have been lovers again, but they were not Ethan and Teresa by far.
Yeah.
No.
Two
That's
different
how.
characters. Yep.
Yeah, no, definitely not. Complete opposite. I mean, everything that Brady and Ariana were doing back in the day, Ethan and Teresa would never do that stuff. I mean, Ethan and Teresa, they weren't druggies. They would not do drugs. They would not, go out and get into fights and all that stuff. Ethan would never have hair on his face. Never. Um, they both did some pretty bad things. If anything, I can't really think of where I can't really think of who Ariana would be on Passions, but as far as Brady goes, I would say he's a lot more like Noah than he is Ethan. Because I mean, they both had troubled pasts and all that stuff, so yeah, I would think he's more like, and no, I'm not talking about the romantic Noah that we're watching right now. He's definitely not that, but they both have had troubled pasts when it comes to drugs and drinking and stuff like that. So, yeah. But yeah, I just miss him as Ethan so much. I love him as Brady, but I would give anything, that he was to come back, that there was a way to get Ethan back or whatever. I miss that do-gooder, even though I know Eric
Yeah.
Hartsoff is enjoying himself playing this dark side. He's really having fun with it. He said so himself. He said that it's great to play something other than just being vanilla ice cream all the time. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It looked like Galen when I was watching Days, like a week ago, I think it was. Galen looked like he aged a little bit.
I mentioned that too. Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like he does have a little bit
Maybe.
of like a gray, or I don't know if that's white or if that's gray. I'm not sure. Yeah. I don't, I mean, I don't know if that's the character or if Galen is really just getting older. I don't know.
Maybe.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I haven't really seen any recent pictures of what Galen looks like now, so I don't know if that's his natural hair or if the character is aging. I don't know. But yeah, it's really
Yeah. Um,
hmm?
I need to catch up on watching Days
I never missed an episode.
because
I know I
yeah.
missed. I know I missed an entire episode, well, an entire week while I was visiting my sister, but that's no problem. They're all on Peacock. It's easy for me to catch up.
Yeah.
And it's like I've told you before, watching watching soap operas, you can basically start at any point and you know what's going on. It doesn't matter if you've missed episodes, it doesn't matter if you started watching late, it doesn't matter. You still you know what's going on. You could just, yeah, that's what's so great about them. You could like miss a whole month and then start up again and know what's going on. I mean, Days End, even though I don't watch the full things of Young and the Restless. Um, I basically only see what I can see for Billy Flynn, who's now on Young and the Restless. Um, those are like the only two soaps that I'm able to watch now. I can't really watch General Hospital anymore because of my DVR and everything. So yeah, Days
Yeah.
and
I
the Restless.
I haven't watched Young and the Restless since after my mom died. Like,
Really,
since- yeah, because she
I
always used
never
to watch.
I never watched that one. Any soap again. I mean, Passions was what started me in the soap world. Never missed an episode, and I didn't start watching Days until Galen and Eric joined the cast. And when they joined, I started watching, and now I don't miss an episode. So
Yeah,
Days is
because
kind of my current soap.
when Passions and Days was on NBC, I
Hmm?
watched Passions, and then I think Days was on before Passions was. I remember.
I can't remember. I just remember seeing a lot of
Yeah,
commercials for Days back when Passions was on. I can't, yeah.
yeah, yeah. I think uh, they played Days, and then after Days is over, then Passions came on because I remember Passions always came on at 2 o'clock. Yep.
Yep, that's right. That is entirely right. Again, I would record it on my DVR and I'd come home from school or the Vaughn Center and I'd watch it on my DVR until it went to DirecTV and then my dad started getting them for me, downloading them online.
Yep.
I was so scared I was gonna lose it. I don't think there's been a show yet that has went to something where I'm not able to watch it and then I basically say I'm missing all this stuff. I always manage to find ways to keep my shows going, even if they go to something else. Like as you saw with Days of Our Lives, it left cable. Well, it's now on Peacock, and I mean, thanks to my friend, I have Peacock and I'm able to watch it still. So there we go.
Yeah, I guess I didn't have to pay for Peacock this month. Because I went on the my account, it said I already paid for it for this month,
Hmm.
but it said on my Disney Plus too.
I have to wait until Monday. I currently don't have Netflix at the moment.
I
My
don't
friend
either.
pays for my Netflix. She'll handle it on Monday. Um, but oh man, what else? I mean, there's so much to come. I'm telling you, Casey, you got a lot of stuff to look forward to when it comes to our to Harmony. Um,
Hmm.
it's it's just gonna get crazier, and it's just gonna get, oh, you
Either
really
someone that is either someone dies or comes back to life.
Yeah, like I said, at least I can't remember, but well, now that I think about it, I mean, in the last number of episodes, what, maybe the last seven, 6 episodes, somewhere around there, there is one person that comes back from the dead. I'm not going to tell you who, but it's not going to be until the last 7, 8, 6 episodes or something like that before the show comes to an end. But other than that, I don't think there is anybody else. At least I don't remember. I don't think anybody else comes back from the dead. You will get this is also something else. We got a bit to go and everything. It's not going to be until closer to the weddings, but when it gets closer to the weddings, um somebody else is going to return to Harmony who we haven't seen for a very long time. It's only like a quick guest appearance for like one episode and then they're gone again, but it's a return if you know what I mean. Um for like a minute or whatever for one of the weddings. But yeah, I think other than the person I said that comes back in the last few episodes from the dead, other than that, um I think it's done with bringing people back who have passed on. And I mean, we never see people like Whitney and Simone, and we never see them again. And by by the end of the show, Eve is the very, very last Russell that is, and the only Russell that is on the show by the end. It's kind of weird. I mean, it was about, all these different families. Well, the Russell family, by the end, there was only one left. I don't
Yes.
I don't know very much about TC. I mean, I wasn't watching back when TC, at least I don't think I was. I can't remember if TC was still on when Kay and Fox got married. I can't remember. I can't remember if TC was still on or not. I just don't remember very much about him, but we never see him again, unfortunately. And so,
Yeah, because TC and Eve got divorced a long time ago
right,
because he found out about her past.
right. I don't know very much about the character. I just know of the character.
Mm.
Um, but yeah, that's so, but like I said, I don't want to go too far. I don't want to spoil it for you of who you should be expecting and all that kind of stuff or whatever. Um but there's a lot to happen. There's a lot to come up in Harmony. I mean, more magic and evil and demons and uh deaths and some recasts, even if it is only temporary.
Drama.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I mean Sheridan is temporarily recast. I believe Cam Heskin had played Sheridan in the past. I think it's only temporary. I think Sheridan might have been out sick. Mackenzie might have been out sick or something. I can't remember. I can't remember why she's temporarily. She's only that Cam Heskin only plays her for like what, maybe like 2 or 3 episodes. I can't remember. Only like 2 or 3 episodes we get Cam Heskin playing Sheridan. It's brief. Um like I said, I can't remember why Mackenzie was gone. I can't remember if she was sick or something was going on. Um I will say I think Cam Heskin is a better Sheridan than Chrissy Carlson is as Fancy. So um but like that and everything. And yeah. Um I mean, it's not for a while, but it like again, we still have a good number of months to go. So it's not for a while, but we something really, really cool happens with Endora. But it's not for a while. I don't know what month it happens, but maybe around like what, the ending of June, beginning of July, somewhere around there. I can't remember. But something cool happens with Endora. Um yeah, I mean, it's not really much to say as of right now, people. I mean, you all, I'm sure, without giving any spoilers to Casey, I'm sure a lot of you know what's to come for us. All we can really do is just get together, you and I, and just watch some more stuff and get some more brain knowledge to pass on to people of what we've seen. And once the show's over, we're really going to have to find things to discuss on our podcast here, girl.
Yep.
Yeah, we'll figure it out. We've done good so far.
We can, like I said, we can talk about true crime. Oh, I don't know, something else.
Oh, well, I mean, the show is all about passions, so I mean, we got to talk about passions, but we just have to find other ways to discuss it. So, yeah, but I mean, we'll figure it out. We're good at this stuff. Um, hey, you know what? Our time is up, people. That's right. My alarm just went off. So everybody, yes, so that's the ending of today's episode. We thank you very, very much for tuning in, all of you that did watch us, um, or were watching us and all that. But anyways, Casey and I, we are going to continue watching Passions, and we are going to have a lot more to talk about with all of you. So don't you worry. If you don't want to miss anything, don't miss an episode. We air exclusively on YouTube at 2 p.m. Eastern every Sunday. We will be back next weekend, and like I said at the beginning, don't worry. We are trying. We will get some more guest stars. It just might take a while. But if any of you who are not cast members do want to be in the show, once again, just leave it in the comment section below. We would love to have you on here. We would love to talk to you. And we thank you very, very much for sticking with us. Harmony is able to continue living after all these years of being off the air. It's able to continue living all thanks to your support and your love for the show. But until then, we are all going to take off from here. I've got to get some food in my stomach and all that. So, I mean, Casey, I don't know what your plans are for the rest of the night.
I'm going to get ready for bed here pretty soon. I got
It is getting late, yeah. But hey, you know what? Everybody, please tune in next weekend. We love our viewers. We love you all very, very much. Until we meet again, I'm Joe Velasquez.
Casey Metcalf.
And until then, just remember, you are our passion for life. Thank you. Thank you.
Bye.
All right. God bless everybody. Happy New Year. Yeah, like and subscribe, people. You are our passion.
And kiss the lips of the one who could sing so sweet.